Card box versus chicken brooder. The card box can be a relatively inexpensive proposition to build for the newly hatched little chicks, but is only suitable for small numbers such as about 5 chicks. Commercially, there are several chicken brooders that are available. The essential purpose of the chick brooder is to keep the chickens warm and protected. It's essential to have the brooder till the time that the chickens can be left outside in the chicken coop. Another point to consider is that the brooder has to be cleaned every day and that food and water should be readily available to the chicks at all points of time as well. Even if you are using a commercial chicken brooder, it needs to be disinfected and cleaned before the chicks can be placed inside. Furthermore, the brooder or the card box should at least be 12 inches or more in height. If it's any shorter, the chicks can easily climb out of the brooder. Further, you should really put a cover on top of the cardboard box to prevent them from getting out as well. Size is another major factor when you are choosing the brooder. Get a brooder that can accommodate the number of chickens you intend to get. Remember that chicks grow quickly, so get a brooder that can be used till they are ready to go out to the coop. The ideal space requirement per larger chick is 2 square feet. This ensures that the chicks have room enough to grow and space out. However, day-olds will not need so much room. If you cover the box, the chicks will need ventilation, so make holes in the top and sides. Ensure that the box is not kept in a draft, as this can harm the little chicks. Chicks don't require precise temperature control, however some rare and exotic species of birds may require specific temperature controls. For this reason, commercial brooders are better than the cardboard box. For newborn chicks and chicks that are less than a week old, the temperature must be maintained at 90°F. This can be decreased as the weeks go by. Whether it is a commercial brooder or a card box, it would need to be completely dry before it can be lined properly. Remember that it also needs to be changed daily, as the chicken poop and other droppings need to be cleared. This will prevent the spread of the diseases and also maintain hygiene in the brooder. The lining can be done with paper towels. If there are few chicks, hardware cloth, burlap, newspaper or newsprint. It's better to have shredded newspaper than whole newspapers, as the newspaper is less absorbent. Decompose non-toxic sawdust and wood shavings, peat moss, clean sand, etc. The lining should be at least 2 inches thick. This helps the chicks to get a better foothold and also makes the surface non-slippery. A heat lamp is must for keeping the chicks warm. It is better to have a red light than the white light, as the red light can't hurt the chicks. You can also opt for a 250-watt infrared light that can keep them warm. Ensure that a healthy distance between the chicks and the lamp is maintained. This ensures that the chicks are kept warm without being roasted or chilled. If you find that the chicks are huddled together under the lamp, then you need to move the clamp closer. While the lamp needs to be moved away from the chicks, if you see that the chicks are moving towards the edge of the brooder, pick up the lamps and reflectors at any of the hardware shops. The commercial chicken brooder come with a variety of temperature controls and thermostat, and this removes the headache of checking the chickens often to ensure that they are warm enough. The feeder and the water tray in the commercial brooder are clamped to the outside of the mesh so that the chicks cannot topple the containers or get wet. For the card box, you will have to set a heavy-based feeder and waterer, so that the chicks don't fall over them and get all wet. If the chicks become wet, they can easily die. Choose your option and just follow these simple rules to ensure that your chicks survive well. Check below or above to get the link to access a free 54-page ebook, Building a Chicken Coop.